This video will show you how to properly make adjustments to your power gas Marey tankless water heater. We will look at incoming water temperature and flow rate and how these can affect your outgoing water temperature. For this video, we're using a 10-liter digital panel power gas Marey tankless water heater. Start by opening a hot water faucet in your house and test the temperature of your hot water. We begin the video with an incoming water temperature of around 75 degrees Fahrenheit and an incoming flow rate around 3.5 gallons per minute. We have the water flow adjustment knob on the unit set to the highest flow, the gas flow adjustment knob set to the lowest gas setting, and the winter-summer knob set to summer. These settings will give us the lowest increase in outgoing water temperature. If your water is too cold with these settings, then you should first try adjusting the gas flow knob by turning up the gas. This will supply more fuel to the burner, thus increasing the water temperature. If turning up your gas supply does not yield water hot enough for your preference, then you will want to adjust the water flow knob by turning it towards the smaller water droplet or clockwise. Please note how the flow rate on the meter is affected when you make this adjustment. By reducing your water flow with the water flow adjustment knob, it allows more heat to be absorbed by the water because it is slowing down the flow inside the unit. This allows for a longer contact time, thus increasing your outgoing water temperature. If your water is still not hot enough after making the previous adjustments, then you can change the winter-summer knob to the winter setting. When you make this adjustment, you are opening a valve that allows your gas to reach additional burners in the unit. With the added burners, you will see an increase in temperature of your outgoing hot water. Now let's talk about adjusting your unit properly to correct water that is too hot. You can start this adjustment by adjusting the water flow knob by turning it towards the larger water droplet or counterclockwise. This will increase the water flow through the unit, seen on the water flow meter here, thus giving you a decrease in your outgoing hot water temperature. If adjusting your water flow does not reduce your outgoing hot water temperature enough for your preference, then you can adjust the gas flow knob by turning it towards a smaller flame or counterclockwise. This will reduce the amount of fuel being supplied to the burners and thus decreasing your outgoing hot water temperature. Lastly, if your water is still too hot after making the previous adjustments, then you can change the winter-summer knob to the summer setting. When you make this adjustment, you are closing a valve that supplies gas to several burners in the unit, thus decreasing the number of burners that are lit and decreasing your outgoing hot water temperature. If you are on a well for your water supply, or you have lower municipal pressure, then you may have a good flow rate, as seen here with the 3 gallons per minute, but your unit will not power on. If this happens, you will first want to adjust the water flow knob by turning it slowly towards the smaller water droplet. As you can see here, this activates the unit that we are using. This occurs because as you adjust the water flow knob towards the smaller droplet, you are increasing pressure inside the unit, which allows the pressure switch in the unit to activate the ignition. If you don't want to decrease your water flow via the water flow control knob to increase pressure, then you can make an internal adjustment to the flow screw on your water valve assembly. You can adjust this screw by tightening it 1 revolution at a time until the unit activates, and typically this will be 1 to 3 complete turns of the screw and will not affect your flow rate. Please note that you do not want to tighten the screw until it bottoms out. You can make further adjustments to the unit's flow rate and pressure by adjusting the shutoff valve to the unit. As seen here, we are closing the shutoff valve that supplies the cold water to the unit, while we have the other control knob set to the larger water droplet, and the unit shuts down around a flow rate of 2 gallons per minute. However, if you adjust the water control knob to the smaller water droplet, you will decrease your water flow going through the unit, but you can decrease this water flow even further by closing your shutoff valve to the unit. Now you can see that the unit shuts down around 0.5 gallons per minute due to the increase in pressure provided by having the water control knob set on a smaller droplet. If you notice that your unit shuts off when you open a cold water valve at another location in your house, what is occurring is that the cold water you are using is diverting pressure and flow away from the water heater. This diversion can be enough to allow the pressure switch inside the unit to close. You can adjust the water control knob by turning it towards the smaller water droplet to increase pressure inside the unit to eliminate this behavior with the unit.